everybody, Wall of Wiisdom. The sun has set, the moon is coming out, and that means that scorpion thing could be on the prowl if it's not dead. If you missed the unboxing of Cap'n, go check that out. I've removed the Happy Meal toy, trying to clean up a little bit here. The only guy that didn't fit on the SD card was Blathers, and he is, of course, out of the new additions we've made with the Animal Crossing series, my most anticipated. So, without further ado, we're going to grab Blathers, check him out again. $12.99 is your standard retail price. I got this guy for sub $4 on Amazon. Obviously new in box, not used. Pretty solid deal. I was pretty comfortable about going ahead and picking up the rest of the set. At that price, you really can't go wrong if it's something you want. So, Blathers, of course, is the curator of the museum. Spent many hours donating stuff to this guy in New Leaf, and look forward to completing things in City Folk as well. But there's his name. You kind of get a good feel for his face there. There's a look at the figure in the packaging. It looks pretty freaking sweet, I must confess. So, what we will do with Blathers is we will scan him into the NFC portion of our gamepad. I'm constantly looking down just in case. More on that later, but that's your NFC portion. Tap it there. That's how you'll roll the dice in Amiibo Festival, etc. New 3DS, you can tap it down in the middle of the screen. If you're old school like me with the Aqua Blue 3DS, you're going to need the little puck, which you can get in a bundle with Happy Home Designer, which you can use with those cards as well. A lot of people are still unaware you can use the cards in Amiibo Festival, but that is the case. There's the artwork. It's sort of a brown on brown theme there. It looks pretty cool, very owl-like. That's what we should go for. Those are presumably his two alternate outfits. Top hat Blathers is going to be a must acquire. I guess that's like formal wear or something. Let me take a gander. Hard to tell in the detail, but the top hat I have to acquire. So there he is in the figure. Right here, though, check this out. There's Blathers. He's actually awake because it's his turn. He's going to roll a dice. Rossetti and Kix are sandwiching Celeste. And Celeste, if you note, is asleep. So I'm looking very forward to seeing Blathers and Celeste sleep through other players' turns, and then seeing what they do at nighttime, if they're like hyperactive or just, kind of chilling or whatever. That's something I am looking forward to. So let's go ahead, open this guy up. Again, out of all of the recent additions here, I would have to say Blathers is my favorite by a considerable margin. It's just a really cool looking amiibo, in all honesty. Out of the entire Animal Crossing series, I would have to put my top three, just thinking out loud, probably as Tom Nook, Blathers, and KK Slider. Subject to change, who knows, but just off the top of my head, that's what I'm thinking. Coolest thing about the amiibo in terms of unboxing is you have a routine that you can go through. It's just a 45 degree. There's the two blisters here that snap. Put your hand over the puck just in case Blathers was to go cascading down and be attacked by a scorpion. But you just want to bend this back. He's not holding anything like Rossetti. There's no fragile small pieces. That allows us then to just slide him out. As with all amiibo, he's got the same base size, which is very handy. If you love Blathers, but you love him in his packaging, you've got to display him, hang him on your wall, put him on your shelf, but you also feel the need to display him and have him be functional at the same time in the games for you, you're going to have to remove this foil piece. Again, this isn't like Skylanders where I can just grab this pack, throw him down on the gamepad, throw him on the little puck for the 3DS. Doesn't work that way. Nintendo, for whatever reason, puts that little foil tab in there, even on these, which I don't know what corruptible thing someone could do with them. But that's why if you do want to have him sealed up in this packaging and functional, you're going to need to go ahead and cut that foil out and just carefully reseal. Again, I'm not that careful because I don't do that, but even with the cuts I just made, when you seal it back up, no one would know, particularly if you're just going to scan it. So that's it. This is the moment we have been waiting for. It is time to assess that which needs assessing. For those of you that have played New Leaf, you will probably pick up on that. One of his lines that he always comes to you if you accidentally give him a fossil that you don't mean to is like, I can't assess that which needs not assessing. Woohoo! Type of a deal. So it's kind of annoying, very endearing at the same time. Awkward situation. He feels a little heavier than the others. I don't know if it's because I've been cleaning in all this downtime or what, but or I went walking in like a 45-mile-an-hour headwind a little bit ago, but that's it. Here he is. He's classic owl colors, which is brown. That's pretty much all you can say. It's a very flat brown, just like Celeste was a flat red. That is the case here. You got Thrillipede over there in his standard form. He's a super cool metallic green. You got Meta Knight with the shiny foil. Astro Blast with the translucent. This is just pretty down-to-earth, straight-up old-fashioned, you know, plastic toy and modeling, if you will. While Celeste had the 5 little white spots, let me try to count these for you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 on Blathers on each side respectively. Very cool, nice little detail. I'm not a wildlife biologist. Couldn't tell you what that means, if it's age marks or spots or wisdom barnacles, whatever it might be, I don't know. But he's got the rosy cheeks there. He's got the big owl eyes, as you would expect. Little faint hint of a dark brown. Maybe it might come off as a red inside the beak to kind of indicate a mouth. One of the things I love about this pose is the bow tie. It's sort of like, it's kind of a strange color. It's almost like a flat Thrillipede green back there if you were to take the metallic out of it. It kind of, in some lights it's blue, in some lights it's turquoise, in some lights it's like a forest green, but it just pops out as sort of like this, you know, mid-tier green. It looks very nice. His chest, just like Celeste, you've kind of got like the diamond pattern. It's technically squares, you know, unlike Rover where it was a true diamond offside. This is a square pattern, just angled in such a manner. But it's kind of the same. From here, she kind of looks pink, but that's just an optical illusion, I believe. He actually ties in, it's brown on brown with the white, and then that makes it have an orange appearance, where hers was sort of orange and brown looking yellow with the white. This looks orange when it's brown on brown, so pretty interesting what you can do with colors in the eye. That said though, on the feathers, his is very simple. It's just brown. He's got the 3 points. He's got sort of a white silver striation there. Same thing on the tail feathers. Over here, the other arm or wing, if you will, similar to the first. Nice detail there on the inside as well, mimics what you see on the exterior side or the outside of the wing. He's got the 2 bands there just like Celeste, so it's nice and consistent. He's got the talons in the back, he's got the 3 claws up front, and he basically looks like an owl. He looks like Blathers, so they've done a very nice job here. The base is, of course, Animal Crossing brown. You've got sort of the spring, summer green grass with the Dorito Animal Crossing happy vibe dots in it. Again, he's probably wearing a path where he's standing. On the flip side, of course, you have the amiibo, NFC, official Nintendo seal, all that jazz. But this is Blathers. He kind of, for all intents and purposes, completes my set. I technically need, I guess, the spring or summer Isabelle. I think it's summer outfit Isabelle. I'm not entirely 100% which one they went with. If that's ever like sub $4, I might pick it up, might not. I don't know. Money's kind of tight, but I love Animal Crossing. Picking these up for all under $5, most of them under $4. I have 0 complaints. We've pretty much unboxed them all now. I mean, I've got a couple of the cards I picked up on clearance. Again, if you're watching Blathers alone for some reason, because you two are a Blathers super fan, the Animal Crossing Series 1, 3, and 4 cards at GameStop are clearance for $3.97. I don't know why Series 2 isn't included when 3 and 4 is. Makes no sense to me. If it was 1 and 2 and not 3 and 4, logical. 1, 3, and 4, not 2, I couldn't tell you. I don't know if there's like some super awesome cards or some super expensive rare foils. I think, honestly, that all comes out the same. I don't think they staggered it. I think they printed the sheets, cut them, packaged them, and that's the way it is. Maybe there's like high demand for a character, just like when you're villager trading or something. Who knows? But I've got a couple of cards here to set up. I've gone ahead taking them out of that annoying paper wrapper to save us some time. Gonna do that next. Very excited to see what we get. Nonetheless, let me just real quick for comparison. When I mentioned that pattern here, this is sort of like a stretched square, hence the diamond on Rover, whereas this is like a true square. We'll get him side by side with Celeste here. Let's actually get a good look at Blathers for a thumbnail. I think that's a good one right there. I hope I find this and not some other angle when I edit this video late at night tonight. But let me grab Miss Celeste. It would be an injustice not to have these two side by side. And what I want Blathers and Celeste to tell you is I will be live streaming Animal Crossing Amiibo Festival. I've done the month of November way back in November. And what I will do now, we're going to progress through the entire year. If I have to do even more to acquire all the happy points I need to unlock everything and get all their outfits, so be it. But why that's important to you, if these are your two favorites, I need to have comments, likes. I need you to hit me up on Twitter. The problem is, once I say I were to start December tonight, if I pick these two, Tom Nook and the Nooklings, we're stuck with them for the month of December. We got to go through the whole thing. And it takes roughly 2 hours, which is why when I export it to YouTube, it'll probably be a week at a time. That way you can kind of stagger your life and not devote 2.5 hours of your night to watching a month of Animal Crossing Amiibo Festival. But that's the plan. So if you've got favorites here, if you want to see all KK Slider, if you want Tom Nook in every freaking episode because he has to have the most happy points, let me know, and I will try to reflect that again. I've kind of got my favorites. I'm going to obviously get everyone the 2 outfits and geared up, but past that, without your feedback, I'll probably just play my personal favorites. So if you're big on Rover, the Nooklings, and Reese, or Mabel, let me know. I'll try to incorporate them for you. But that said, make sure you follow me on Twitch and Twitter. I will always tweet before I go live. Sometimes Twitch isn't the greatest about sending out notifications. Speaking of that, SkylanderClub.com, we've got an Amiibo section, my personal website, WallofWiisdom.com. You can like me on Facebook, circle me on Google+, whichever you prefer. Luckily, no scorpions in sight. It's a really grainy deal. You know, the camera didn't have time to focus on it. That thing was lightning fast. My first thoughts when I saw it was spider. And then when I saw like the demonic look, it had a fiery red head and like ironclad armor, I was thinking scorpion, spawn of Satan type thing. And I sent the picture to a friend of mine. She's a wildlife biologist, and she's like, well, it's a horrible picture, I can't tell. And I said, I count 3 legs. I'm kind of wondering if it was a scorpion. And then I told her, you know what happened. It was 3:20 in the morning, not making that up. And she's like, what were you doing up so late? And I'm like, I was working. And she said, well, if it was that time of night, it's probably a scorpion for sure because they're nocturnal. So I'm thinking it was a scorpion. If any of you can identify that, please let me know. The video in question was unboxing Cap'n right there. So if you haven't seen that, check it out. I don't know that we will ever replicate that in an unboxing. I certainly hope that we don't, especially not that late. That's a pretty traumatic thing at 3:20, and then you have to go to bed and wonder, like, is it really dead? What was it? You know, so it's been an interesting night. That's it. I'm gonna wrap this up so we can start opening up these cards. I can clear off the pool table. Thanks for watching. WallofWiisdom.com. Again, follow me on Twitch and Twitter. For Blathers, Celeste, and the rest of the Animal Crossing Amiibo, we will catch you back here in the next one.